God is love. Cain and Abel, Part 4, Options. When Cain saw that his offering was rejected, he was angry with the Lord and with Abel. Cain was angry that God did not accept man's substitute in place of the sacrifice divinely ordained, and angry with his brother for choosing to obey God instead of joining in rebellion against him. Notwithstanding Cain's disregard of the divine command, God did not leave him to himself, but he condescended to reason with the man who had shown himself so unreasonable. And the Lord said unto Cain, Why art thou wroth? And why is thy countenance fallen? Genesis 4:6. Through an angelic messenger, the divine warning was conveyed. If thou doest well, shalt thou not be accepted? And if thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door. Genesis 4:7. The choice lay with Cain himself. If he would trust to the merits of the promised Savior and would obey God's requirements, he would enjoy his favor. But should he persist in unbelief and transgression, he would have no ground for complaint because he was rejected by the Lord. But instead of acknowledging his sin, Cain continued to complain of the injustice of God and to cherish jealousy and hatred of Abel. Cain angrily reproached his brother and attempted to draw him into controversy concerning God's dealings with them. In meekness, yet fearlessly and firmly, Abel defended the justice and goodness of God. He pointed out Cain's error and tried to convince him that the wrong was in himself. Abel pointed to the compassion of God in sparing the life of their parents, when he might have punished them with instant death, and urged that God loved them, or he would not have given his son, innocent and holy, to suffer the penalty which they had incurred. All this caused Cain's anger to burn the hotter. Reason and conscience told him that Abel was in the right, but he was enraged that one who had been wont to heed his counsel should now presume to disagree with him, and that he could gain no sympathy in his rebellion. In the fury of his passion, he slew his brother. Cain hated and killed his brother, not for any wrong that Abel had done, but because his own works were evil and his brother's righteous. 1 John 3:12. Abel's life of obedience and unswavering faith was to Cain a perpetual reproof. Every one that doeth evil hateth the light, neither cometh to the light, lest his deeds should be reproved. John 3:20. The brighter the heavenly light that is reflected from the character of God's faithful servants, the more clearly the sins of the ungodly are revealed, and the more determined will be their efforts to destroy those who disturb their peace. Tomorrow, Cain and Abel, Part 5, Enmity.